When the word graveyard is brought up, the first image that comes to mind is of a chilly, eerie location that is most likely inappropriate for a nighttime visit. There are graveyards all over the world that have received bad press over the years due to their reputation as the homes of unfulfilled spirits and otherworldly beings. Hey there, it's your channel Top 10 Binge, and today, in this video, we're going to take a look at some of the most spooky graveyards in the world, whose legends will undoubtedly keep you up at night. But before we begin our ride though, make sure to hit that subscribe button and bell icon so that we can bring more such fantastic videos for you guys. That said, here are the top 6 haunted graveyards around the world. Number 6. Resurrection Cemetery, Chicago, Illinois, United States. Resurrection Mary, also known as the most well-known ghost in Chicago, has a long-standing reputation. There have been rumors about men picking up a strange female hitchhiker near the Willowbrook Ballroom and Resurrection Cemetery since the 1930s. The young lady, who reportedly always requests to be dropped off at the cemetery and who is strangely silent, is described as wearing a white dress. Of course, according to the legend, this is a person who actually perished on that road many years ago. According to paranormal investigator Richard Crowe, there are numerous credible accounts of Mary sightings. Number 5. Glasnevin Cemetery, Dublin, Ireland. The Glasnevin Cemetery in Dublin is home to some of Ireland's most well-known historical figures. The location is aware of their reputation for being haunted, and their affiliated museum even hosts an exhibit called Ghastly Glasnevin. Some ghost stories are terrifying, while others are just depressing. One of the stories surrounding Glasnevin is about a dog that supposedly haunts the grave of its owner, Captain John McNeill Boyd, and perishes from starvation. He is still circling the area today. Ah, what's that watery kind of thing flowing down our eyes? Number 4. Colonial Park Cemetery, Savannah, Georgia, United States. Savannah, Georgia has a reputation for being one of the spookiest cities in America, and this reputation is completely deserved. Colonial Park is the most well-known of the city's numerous notable and historic cemeteries, all of which have their own legends of hauntings. Many city residents died from the yellow fever epidemic in the early 1800s and were laid to rest in mass graves at Colonial. Plots have been moved over the years as space has become limited, and numerous bodies have been unearthed and relocated. It's not surprising that the dead stay to haunt the location because they hate to be moved. Number 3. Highgate Cemetery, London, United Kingdom. It makes sense that there are so many places in the city that are connected to the spirit world, given the long and illustrious history of London. Many famous people are laid to rest in Highgate Cemetery, including Karl Marx and members of the Dickens family. But rather than being possessed by the ghost of communism, the Highgate vampire is said to haunt the cemetery. It's enough to make us never go there at night. There have been numerous reports of a 7-foot-tall figure with menacingly hypnotizing eyes. Number 2. Valley of the Kings, Luxor, Egypt. Ancient Egyptian burial customs have long fascinated people around the world, and of course this has led to the creation of many spooky stories that are related to them. Prominent Egyptians were said to place curses on their tombs to deter potential grave robbers, and the Valley of the Kings in Luxor served as their final resting place for a long time. King Tut's tomb, also known as Tutankhamun's tomb, is notorious for its strange occurrences and is blamed for a number of fatalities because of the mummy's curse, which is said to strike down anyone who disturbs the tomb. If you are liking the video so far, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and share the video with your friends. Now let's look at our top pick, shall we? Number 1. Westminster Burial Ground, Baltimore, Maryland, United States. You probably won't be surprised to learn that Edgar Allan Poe's grave is completely haunted. Many well-known Americans are buried at the Westminster Burial Ground, also known as the Old Western Burial Ground. But Poe is by far the most well-known. The Skull of Cambridge, which is allegedly the skull of a long-dead minister who occasionally screams endlessly despite being surrounded by cement, is one of the most terrifying stories of paranormal activity in this location, despite the fact that there are many ghost stories about it. So there you have it, the top haunted graveyards on Earth. You really shouldn't go to these graveyards, especially at night, despite the fact that they can be a popular destination for those looking for paranormal encounters. But if you still insist on visiting, let us know in the comments which one of these graveyards you would like to visit. If you found the video interesting, and if it sent a shiver down your spine, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Until our next video, stay safe.